Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get wrenching.
The Boxer crankshaft, unlike its V-shaped competitor, has its own connecting rod journals for each connecting rod, so neighboring pistons are always in the same position, A, G, top dead center. This arrangement provides some advantages: mutual damping of inertial forces of the connecting rod components, low center of gravity of the drive, successful weight distribution of the unit, thanks to the symmetrical design of the drive axle, compactness and low weight. Safety in case of frontal collision. The engine is shifted under the base of the body. Opposition block. EJ is the second generation of Subaru Boxer engines, which replaced the EA series, with which began a long era of reign of opposition in the Subaru empire. The first car to receive the EJ20 engine was the Subaru Legacy. It happened in 1989, and about 7.5 million of these units were produced. The number 20 in the series designation characterizes the working volume of cylinders, 2 liters. The number after the 20, for example, the unit in EJ20, means the number of the next version. During 20 years of production, an interesting coincidence, cylinder bore and piston stroke remained unchanged. The only exception was the new Impreza with a 1.5-liter unit, which received a long-stroke crankshaft in 2007. Nevertheless, the cylinder blocks, CBC, and stuffing of different motors differ from each other. The aluminum block is equipped with dry steel liners. One repair size is provided for cylinder boring, which was quite a rare bonus for motors of that time. Since 1994, the block design was changed, cooling jacket became open. A chronic disease of hedgehogs is insufficient cooling of the fourth cylinder. The knock, appearing at first when working on cold, and then, and on hot, notifies about the approaching overhaul. Subaru. There are different the first versions of the engine, EJ20E, EJ201, EJ202, were equipped with a SOHC configuration, one camshaft on the block head. These motors turned out to be optimal in terms of reasonable balance, resource, power. Although they are not easy to repair, they are easy to maintain. If you rebuild the cylinder head after 250,000 mileage and replace the rings, you can run the same distance before the first cylinder boring. EJ201 and similar engines are satisfied with 92 gasoline, with a very moderate appetite. Atmospheric motors EJ20D, EJ204 received a dubious improvement, 2-shaft timing device, DOHC. Work on maintenance of the drive is significantly hampered. Replacing the timing belt is more fraught with errors, and changing the plugs became a serious problem. Finally, the most real Boxer is a turbocharged unit. If for sports purposes or competitions of majors, turbocharged engine EJ20 will be appropriate, then on the Citizen such unit is not very rational. While the basic turbo engines EJ20G, EJ205 are still able to pass 150,000 kilometers, for EJ20K, EJ206, EJ207, mostly twin turbo, and 100,000 will be an achievement. Reanimation with a rebuild does not always help these engines. The end of a turbo engine is usually deplorable. At best, it will die a natural death as a result of accidental wear. More often there is a mechanical failure, the destruction of the piston or the breakage of the connecting rod. To drive the timing in versions of 20 series EJ is used belt tooth transmission. On some versions there is a device for adjusting the cam timing, AVCS. Weaknesses of the Boxer. Unfortunately, the EJ20 engine of the opposition layout has not only advantages. Here are some disadvantages inherent in hedgehogs. The fourth cylinder overheats, because of which it wears out faster than the others. This disease is peculiar to all versions of the power unit. All oppositions are more voracious with regard to lubrication. In the lower part of the horizontally arranged cylinders, oil loss is faster. Moreover, it is possible to measure its level in the crankcase only on a horizontal platform. Because of the limited height, the crankcase ventilation system is more susceptible to contamination than on any other inline engine. Plastic radiator tanks leak en masse. If Toyota, for example, it happens differently on different models, then on Subaru the leaks do not depend on the car model. It is very inconvenient to replace the timing belt, because of which there are possible errors in its installation. And this definitely leads to the fact that the valves bump into the pistons or collide with each other. Little to no serious repair work requires removal of the motor from the chassis, and to collect the connecting rod and piston. Grip can be done only by the multi-armed God Shiva. Potential buyers should remember about extremely low resource of units in turbo version. The variety of engine brands and their modifications, while Subaru produces only 3-4 passenger models, makes it difficult to find spare parts for service and repair. In conclusion, the EJ20 engine stands as a significant milestone in Subaru's legacy, particularly within the second generation of Subaru Boxer opposition units. Throughout our exploration, we have examined the various structural configurations of the EJ20 series and their distinct operational characteristics. While this engine has earned a reputation for its performance and reliability, it is not without its drawbacks, which we have highlighted. For those considering the EJ20, understanding these limitations is crucial for making informed decisions. Ultimately, with proper maintenance and awareness of its quirks, the EJ20 can continue to deliver an engaging driving experience for enthusiasts and everyday drivers alike. Thank you for watching, and we hope this review has provided valuable insights into the EJ20 engine.